It's a really cold, kind of dreary day, snow on the ground, so I decided today would be a good day to make leather britches. Come along and see how I make it. I don't know if you're familiar with the Foxfire books, but they were written to try to preserve some of the Appalachian past. And according to them, leather breeches beans. String tender green beans, fill a long needle with a long string thread, push the needle through the center of the bean, pushing the beans together at the end of the thread. Filling from knot end to needle, hang up the string by one end in the warm air, but not in direct sunlight, and this gives the beans a better flavor. Let them remain hanging until the beans become dry. Store in a bag until ready to use. At the end of the season last year, I thought, oh, I'll just string up some beans. If you notice, let me see if I can get a little closer here. You have some really dark ones. Those were purple beans, so there's nothing wrong with them. And the rest are, I think, green. There might be a couple yellow in there, whatever. But this is what they look like. As my grandson said, "Ooh, Grandma, what's that?" Let's see if we can make this into something delectable. So the first thing we're gonna do is take all these beans off. I put a knot at the end, so I've taken that off. Now we're just going to pull them off the thread, which sounds easier than it is right here. I think the thread and the beans have gotten a little mixed up. There we go. So, I'll be back when I get this part done. So I have them all pulled off the thread. Now we really want to rinse them well because they were hanging in my pantry and I'm sure they got very, very dusty. We've got them rinsed. Now we're going to add some water just to the top of them. Bunch here. There, that's good. And now we want to leave them in this water 2 hours or even overnight. Be back then. It's been 3 hours. I did not drain the beans. Some say to drain them, some say don't, but I'm keeping the liquid. And putting in some ham hocks I have. Probably way too much for the amount of beans I have, but whatever, we'll see. And then I'm going to add 1 onion. Just a last bit of it. And then I want a little more water. We're going to bring this up to a boil, and then we're going to turn it down real low so it barely bubbles, and we're going to simmer it like that, simmer it for at least 3 hours, because we want that liquid to condense, and supposedly it's supposed to taste fantastic. And we'll be back in 3 or 4 hours. So here's the leather britches bowl. It cooked for, let's see, probably about 6 hours. Here's the bowl. So as you can see, the broth is cooked way down, and it's now the color of beef broth. Very, very rich. Did not have to add any salt whatsoever because the ham hocks had quite a bit of salt. Now for the taste test. My husband already snuck a bowl and he really liked it. Very rich. I think the ham hocks give it a little smoky flavor. The beans aren't dry at all or leathery. Actually pretty good. So, did I make this right? I don't know. There's so many different recipes out there for it, and I probably should have had more beans, but it still turned out great. So, this garden season, I'll dehydrate some more beans and we will make leather britches. This is Prepper Potpourri saying, please subscribe, share the knowledge, thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you.